Hello, this is Tammy Hewlett from Swimming and Stamps, and I'm here to talk about my September desktop calendar. And you can see that I've already pre-filled it with the papers from the instructions. I'm going to try and get this done in one video. And I've already put on a couple stamps from the Love Story Project Life card collection. So first thing I'm going to show you is the banner. We've done this before, but I just wanted to go over it one more time. This is sort of a see-through stamp. So what I'm going to do first is color it white. And once I've got that done, I am going to say edit, copy, edit, paste in place. So now we have 2 copies. Paste it in place again, 3, and then paste it in place again, 4. Now the 4th time, I'm going to click on it so I'm on the top copy, and I'm going to change the color to Blackberry Bliss. That way it becomes opaque and you can't see the designer series paper underneath. You can go ahead and group that together in case you want to move it around. Oh, and by the way, when I put the stamp on, I did enlarge it slightly. So just in order to get the sizing correct. This frame up here, which is also from the Love Story stamps, I reduced it, and I'm going to show you what I did there. I initially colored it soft sky, and then I copied and pasted it in place. So we're going to go copy and then paste in place. The second time I turned the opacity down to 60% over here on the Design Center, and then I used my arrow keys to just move that 60% over and down. If it runs off of the page a little bit, it did in my original, I ended up having to crop it a little over here on the side so it wasn't sticking over, but this time it actually came out. So I'm not going to worry about it. I did the same thing down here with this little chevron. I colored it first soft sky, and then I edit, copy, edit, paste in place, and the top copy is down to 60%, and then I just kind of made it go down. That sort of looks like it's a watercolor where you dipped it in the paint and the second time it was a little lighter, so I like that effect. Okay, now we're going to add the flowers, which is also under the Love Story stamps. And so the first time we're going to enlarge this a little bit. You'll get an error message, just ignore it. And I'm going to color it Blackberry Bliss. And then I am going to copy it, paste it in place, and this time I am going to color it Perfect Plum. Then I'm going to send that one backwards and move it up. I think it went up and over. And then I'm going to copy and paste it in place one more time. And this time I'm going to bring the opacity down to 60% and send it backwards twice. So it's behind both of those layers. And then just play with the placement. What you're trying to do is kind of get this flower to look like it's filled, because what we want to do next is get the branch. That's right here. We're going to place it behind this flower, and we don't want the parts that that are underneath to really show a lot. So that's why I wanted to put all those layers on the flowers. Now let's change the branch color to Mossy Meadow. I think that's this one right here. If you hover over it, the name will appear. And I don't think I changed the opacity. Let's go to our layers palette so we can just kind of drag this in the right place. Okay, and you can tell by my original that I copied and pasted that 2 more times and stuck it underneath this flower. The other 2 flowers, let's go back to the stamps. I just added them. I did something very similar to what I did the first time, but when I did it the second time, obviously I made the flower a little bit smaller. I put the Perfect Plum layer on top and the Blackberry Bliss layer underneath. So you're going to have 2, actually there's only 2 layers, not 3 like up here. And then there's an even smaller one, so let's copy and paste that again over here. And this one is just 2 layers of Perfect Plum, one at 100% opacity and the other at 60% opacity. So I'll show you how I did that. And the rest of this whole page is very matter of fact. So you should be able to do that by this time. So I'm not going to go over it in the video. So we're going to go copy, paste in place, and then change the opacity to 60% and use the arrow keys so you can see what I did there. Okay, so that's it. It's pretty easy. I'll be back for the October video. Bye.